Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, and today I'm going to be doing a long-awaited bullet journal video. Alright, so it's been a hot minute since I've done a bullet journal video on this channel before, or in a while. So I thought I would do a new, like a flip through / plan next week with me, because yeah, haven't done much. Now, if you notice, I am actually in a new bullet journal. I was in like the worst planner slump ever in like April, and I didn't use my bullet journal at all, and so instead of going back into it, I decided to kind of start over, hopefully getting that like back, I don't know, that groove back, I guess. So I went back to the Leuchtturm just because I didn't know if maybe like it was because I had a different journal that I didn't love it. I don't know what was going on, so there's that. So yeah, so this is my Leuchtturm. I haven't done any of the index. I'll do a quick like flip through of what I have. Not a lot of it's changed, and I kind of went like a little bit more minimalist, just in like the things that I was doing, just because I wasn't using it, and so I was feeling like I was getting wasted pages. So haven't done the index yet. Future log, again, have not really done a whole lot to. I kept my word of the year from my other journal, which you saw in my like last flip through, but then I haven't done anything on this one yet. Again, I still haven't been using these front pages. I wanted to put this moon guide in. I haven't done one of these in quite some time. I want to say it was maybe like 2 journals ago that I put this one in. So yeah, I really liked how this one turned out. Okay, and then this is just like a brain dump for any type of channel video ideas, although like I have other ones back here, so that one may end up, I don't know, again, I haven't used it. And then I wanted to, which I need to sit down at the end of this month and do, or now that it's the end of the month, it's the middle of the month at this point, let's be honest, write down any type of channel expenses. So if I bought, because I just bought a new light and a new mic, and I need to buy a new tripod, so like things like that, just to see like what exactly I'm spending on this channel, and then that way I can, I don't know, add it into the budget. This again was one that I had put on my journal a while ago. I think it was my 2018 journal, but now that I'm in a new house, I wanted a new one that's more reminiscent of what my new house is. So this is just like if I'm going to do a deep clean of like a weekend of deep cleaning, this is my list to do. All right, and then this is my YouTube sub count. This is based on like these colors are the same colors that were in, like, if you look at my videos, all the thumbnails have a certain color. I haven't finished filling out June's because I did that mid-month. So and I left a couple of pages blank just in case I wanted to add any of those, like, extra collection pages. And then we go into May, and I used the a lot of the stencils from the Boho Berry box for May with the bees. I really, really liked them, but then as you can tell, I wasn't using it again. So even like in this, it's taken a while to kind of get back into some things, and I've changed some stuff up as we go through. I'll show you. So I'm still using a lot of the same monthly pages, but this is like a editorial calendar, which has changed again this month. And then we kind of just went into my daily pages, which again, I was finding that unless I like made them Sunday night, I wasn't using them throughout the week. So this was not aesthetically pleasing at all, but this was mostly just a functional thing. So for BookCon, I wanted to make sure I had a schedule of everything that I kind of wanted to do, and then that way I was able to kind of make a schedule. So I also had my signing information for the authors that I was meeting, and then the books that I wanted to bring so that I could get the authors to sign them. some other things that I was going to, like extra things I wanted to do in New York, a packing list. Every single trip, I do a packing list. And then we move straight into June, which I tried to do like a silhouette of New York. No, didn't love how it turned out, but I don't hate it either. And then this was I'm still using a very minimal page for my monthly page, just because it's working. Yeah. Editorial calendar, again, I changed this up for July, and then I literally didn't use much of it. But this is one of my favorite pages. So I had everybody sign this at BookCon when we did our BookTube meetup. So I'm having, I had a whole bunch of people sign it. So I kind of loved that. But again, as you can see, not using them. So I went to this page, and as you can see, I actually used it. So this is the weekly page that I've kind of been using for the past few weeks now, and kind of love it. So I have weekly goals, then my daily, little spots for daily, so any type of events, and then regular to-do list things. This was my spread for my Letha Witchathon. And then again, I used the same exact setup, just changed the colors. And then my Summerthon, which I should actually finish this out, because I finished both of these books. Didn't even touch Red, White, and Royal Blue, but that was a reread. It's okay. I'll read it later on this year. But I did finish With the Fire on High. I did finish Fix Her Up, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, this was my favorite book so far of the year, I think. Definitely my favorite, romance. And then I also read a graphic novel. If you watched my June wrap-up, you already know that I love those books for that book. Okay. I'm doing a stats video. So these were what I wanted to track, or what I wanted to pull from my Excel spreadsheet and actually do graphs for. And then again, I used this mid-year review from the Boho Berry box, and just kind of what feels good, what do we want to work on, top 3 goals, and there you go. And then we're on to July, and I kind of love the way that this looks, not gonna lie. I'm really excited about this month, and I think maybe I'm back into my planner groove. I wanted to make sure I almost always do red, white, and blue type, for July. I wanted to do something different, and I didn't get to go to Michael's, so I was using stuff I already had. So I already had these flamingos from last year. And yeah, so I clearly didn't finish things, but that's cool. All right, so with these monthly pages, I have my work and my personal stuff. So if it's conference calls, meetings, things like that, or if it's just more, what am I trying to say? Personal things, obviously. And then I always do 3 monthly goals. So what I'm trying to work on every single month. I have my social media starting at the 1st and then the 31st, the end of the month. And then this is just a running to-do list that's not something that's necessarily time specific, but I want to get it done this month at some point. So I've actually already done a couple of things. I've already got my oil changed, and then I finished my garden this morning. So I have other things to add to that, but that's fine. All right, and then this is my business files. I've always had this. This is just because I have a company car. And then my page tracker, which I have not filled out. So I'm gonna have to guess or go back on Goodreads and check on that for page tracking. It's sometimes hard because if I'm reading e-arcs, I don't know how many pages it is, so that's kind of a little bit more difficult. These are the arcs that are coming out this month, in the month of July. I have already read Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, and I am reading The Wedding Party right now, so I'm a little ahead. Not really, though. All right, so then this is what I said I was changing my editorial calendar for this, for this month. So for the vlogs, my summer-a-thon, I already filmed and edited and uploaded that. This week's is being filmed as we speak. I have filmed, edited, and uploaded my July TBR. I have filmed, edited, and uploaded my June wrap-up, and I am filming my bullet journal flip through. And then these are some of the other ones. I also filmed, edited, and uploaded a 4th of July tag. So my Q&A is filmed and edited. I just haven't uploaded it yet. It's coming up this week. I just had some other things that needed to happen. All right, and then I also wrote down some of the things that I'm really behind on my arcs. So these are ones that are like already published that I still need to get to. So I'm trying to, like, when I have a break between readathons, I'm trying to like go back and read these when I can. And then we go to last week's, which is this. And I wasn't quite as good. I was good about using this. I was not so great about using my habit tracker. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that a little bit more. So moving on to this week. All right, so these are the things that I'm going to be using. I have this Stedtler Tripless fine liner pen that I will be using. I have the Tombow dual brush pens the Tombow mono drawing pens in 01, 03, and 05. And then I only use 2 colors. So I will be using, for this week, I'm going to do purple and yellow because I just think that those look really good together. So I'm going to put some music on and we'll fill this out.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't water what doesn't grow. Give up, let it go. Well, we fell apart just in time. You say at least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. I drive from your place, miss your lips, but I hate the taste. No fun in this game. I will call our bluff.
All right, guys, so that is going to be my weekly setup for next week. I'm going to come back and do my habits and my goals off camera just because, I don't really know what they're going to be next week. So, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. And I have at least one other bullet journal video planned for this month. So, fingers crossed. And if you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video. And all of the links to my other social medias are in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!